works. It's kind of propped up on my shortening can with the. It's still on the. I guess I could probably buy a vertical attachment for that. I'll have to find out. All right, so I have my regular. I have the what are called rainbow cookie dough mix, but I have to add egg whites. Remember the egg whites from before? These are them. You fluff them up, and then they add them, fold them in to the dough, and that gives them a little bit of a lift. So we're gonna. Oh boy, I hope I remember to wash this beforehand so it's not greasy. Otherwise, you're not going to get any egg whites that are fluffy. I don't know why you're supposed to wash your stuff. Make sure there's no grease on the whatever you're using to mix egg whites. I'm not sure why. It just doesn't. You can't plug them up all the way. It gets greasy for some reason. I'm not sure what the chemical business is behind that, but they're fluffing up all right. So you're basically adding a little bit of air to the dough. There's no leavening in it, but it's not going to rise too much. That's not the point of this to rise. This out of the way. Alright, so what we want to do, get the dough out of the bowl here. I wonder if I should just mix it in the... Yeah, maybe I'll just mix it in the big bowl, but you won't be able to see that, sorry. It'll be a lot easier. Use that to measure. So I'm just adding it in. I'll be back on the stream in a minute. And then you can't see anything, I know. Sorry about that. So I guess I could do this. Yeah, that's all. Or I could just fold it in this way. If I had some light, maybe that would help. There we go. So just folding it in until it's evenly distributed. I know folding implies gently. I'm not real good at that part. There's a hilarious episode of Schitt's Creek where David and Moira make, I think, macaroni and cheese. I think they're making something, and it's like they've never made anything before in their lives, and the folding in really stymied them, and it was hilarious. Whew, that's a workout on my hand. Oh, sorry. Well, maybe I should put this light on too. Light above the stove. Not much, but so you have to eventually, you know what, I'm going to give up on this and just mix it with my hand because it's getting... It's almost done, I think. Oh boy, it's even thicker than it was last year. I have to spread this out on a pan, and you will see why this cookie tends to devolve into cursing when you're spreading it out. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here and get my scale so I can weigh it out. I'm going to do grams because that seems to be the best way to measure. I like to weigh things if I have weights in the recipe. Sometimes I'll just go on King Arthur's website. They have a weights and measures chart. It's like mostly baking ingredients, like a lot of different flours and diced fruits and all kinds of stuff on there, sugars. And it'll tell you how much it weighs, like if it's a cup or something. It doesn't always translate because everybody's different, but it's pretty good for a baseline. All right, 1984. Let's see, we got 630, I guess. Is that right? No. 660. Am I right? Yeah. I can't do math in my head anymore. All right, so we got 660 per layer. We tear. So the only bad thing about this scale is that whenever you try to tear it, it thinks you're adding something on it to be weighed. I don't care for that nonsense. Oh, that's too much. That's not enough. Grams are crazy. Okay, 660. I need another bowl. No, do I need another bowl? No, I don't. Why dirty another bowl? Okay. So we're going to put this right in the pan. My sheet pan. And this didn't go so well, but so we're going to have 3 sheet pans. Hopefully this will weigh all right. It's kilograms, which I don't want. Grams, okay. So too much. 667. I guess the dye that I put in there is going to be a little bit more. So you see my belly made by cookies. I get a spatula. I want the offset spatula. Yeah, let's get fancy. Let's get fancy and use the offset spatula. So this is going to be really thin, this layer, and that's why it's a pain in the butt to spread out, because it's kind of thick, and you want a paper in there. I don't know if you can see it that well from there. Yeah, and it starts to move, and I love it. Love it very, very much. So I try to get it into the corners to like glue it. It's not. I think maybe I didn't have enough spray on there either. No, definitely not. I guess I could put some more on this side. Might help it stay a little bit, but maybe not, I don't know how much. Okay. That's too far. These are good. They're just a pain in the ass. If you go too gentle, it doesn't get enough, and if you go too hard, it moves the paper. So you have to have patience to do this, which is something I lack. Sorry. Oh boy. Put a little spray back there. Start saying bad words. Nobody wants that. And you got to try not to get any bubbles in there. I did that one year and it was terrible. Oh my god. Sarah's probably glad she's at work. Man. Oh, this is extra pain in the butt this year for some reason. Probably because it's on video. I'm going to ignore that corner for now. The thing is, it's not going to fill in. It's not going to move very much. So you really need to get it where you want it. And I don't want to have to make more because I think the, what do you call it, the almond paste is like $6 for 8 ounces. They're expensive to make as well. But like I said, these are my favorite. One of my favorites. Pfeffernusse are also my favorites, but they are not as expensive to make. Oh boy, I don't know how this is going to do. Worst comes to worst, I just chop off the sides. Alright, I'm not feeling really good about this one. So, okay. So it goes in the oven for, oh, my timer's on the phone, I don't want to touch it. Okay, let's see, where am I getting another timer from? Oh, right here. So you want to put it in the oven for 12 minutes at 350. And then we'll do the next one. So we gotta get our food dye. So we'll do the red one first. So I'm gonna put 12 drops of red food coloring in here. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sure. Very scientific. So mix that up. And we're going to do the same thing. Another pan. This can be super red this year. That's good. Anybody watching? Nope. Maybe later. I think Josh was watching a little bit. Thanks for watching, Josh. Hope you're feeling better today. All right. Well, use up all the paper. Another one. Come on. Since I have so many sheet pans, I just buy half sheet parchment paper because I don't like dealing with rolls, because then the rolls, sometimes when you use rolls of parchment paper, they roll back up on you and it's a pain in the butt. So I just use the pre-cut sheets. Alright, this one seems like it fits a little better on there. So put that in here. Oops. What the hell? Yeah, this is, I don't know why this is so much thicker than it usually is. I use some pretty large eggs too. These are the largest ones in the box to hopefully make it a little bit easier to spread. I haven't really messed around with putting extra liquid in there. Not sure if it would mess up the consistency. Maybe a little more butter or something. Alright, let me get that white in there. Got some little birds outside eating the food that we left out. Nobody cares about birds. I'm trying to have cookies here. Okay, I think I see where I messed up on the first one. I hope I didn't totally mess it up. Hope it comes out of the pan all right. So I know about these cookies because you probably know if you're watching this that my dad had a bakery when I was a kid, and in addition to cookies that he made, they also bought cookies from a place called the Cookie Cupboard. And you've seen these cookies before. You know, the little green leaves with the chocolate in the middle, and pink leaves, and all kinds of different ones. And rainbow cookies were one of them. The rainbow cookies that we got from there were a little bit different. They were enrobed on 3 sides instead of just the top. So they made like a strip of them, and when they iced them, so they had chocolate. They have chocolate on the top, by the way. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. So there's chocolate icing on the top. It's basically just chocolate chips from the recipe I have. I put a little bit of butter in it to soften it up a little tiny bit, so it's easier to cut. So that one went much better. So, oh boy, I hope the white one's all right. All right. But I always had them, they were already made. And we used to just go in there and eat them all the time, right out of the case. Much to my dad's delight, I'm sure. Well, he did say that. And then when I started making cookies every year, maybe about 20 years ago, maybe now? Maybe 18? I'm not sure how long ago I started doing this. I thought about those cookies, and I wondered if I could actually make them. All right, that's the timer. Turn them around. My oven's not terrific, so I need to turn the hands around in the middle of baking. And this timer on the oven sucks because it's, you gotta count down from 59. I have a regular timer. I wonder if I have a battery for it. Okay. So now we're going to make the green ones. But yeah, I started making those, and like I said, they're a pain, but they're really, really good. They taste a lot better even than the ones that we used to get from, I think it's called the Cookie Cupboard, the place we used to get the cookies from. Got my oven on so I can put the towel in front of it to dry out. Because I wash my hands a lot while I'm making cookies. Alright, get the green. Oh, no, I don't want that. That doesn't have a drop in it. Oh dear, that's not good. Here, I just dump it out into this one. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Lost count. That's good. I got green all over me now. I try to work clean when I bake and I cook because it's, I don't like working in a mess, but with Christmas cookies, it's kind of hard not to do that, especially for me because there's just stuff. There's so many different ingredients, and it's not like at a bakery where everything is readily available. You have to dig around for it, or find a spot for something. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. It gets messy in here when I'm doing this. So I have a rack. I don't know if you saw it over there, but I don't use what are those called? Cooling racks, because that would take forever. I just put them on the rack, the baker's rack on the pan, and then I take them off when I need them. So I guess I could do another video later after these cool off, and I have to put these together. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Still pretty early in the day, right? Yeah. It's time for lunch. Alright. Green one spread out, and then we can put the red and the green one in the oven at the same time, and I'll show you the white one when it comes out, and then that will be the end for now. I'm usually very quiet when I work. So, I guess that's just how I am. It's different than playing video games, I guess. It's more conducive to talking, maybe. But I don't really talk when I work because I work by myself. I'm usually listening to podcasts, and I had a Christmas music on, but it was too distracting while I was working and trying to do this. So. All right. It's a lot easier when you spray it correctly. We'll see how it goes when the white one comes out. I'll show you the white one when it comes out. And I'll come back later when I put them together. Precarious. That's what Christmas cookies are all about, precariousness. I went to get something out of the cabinet earlier and I knocked over a box of sunflower seeds, and of course it opened up and went all over the place. So that was the first fun part of the day. Alright, that's done. Hopefully done. Brown on the ends. Yeah, looks good. So this is what it looks like. Not very brown, but it'll cool off and it'll be nice and soft to put in the middle of the cookie. Alright, so I'll come back a little later and I'll figure out how to do this maybe a little better, and I'll show you how to put them together.